first ever poetic Shiva Gita, sacred wisdom in simple rhythmic English. Among the many divine Gitas revealed in the Sanskrit tradition, the Bhagavad Gita shines most widely known, a luminous dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna on duty, devotion, and the self. But there is another, a rare and radiant scripture, less spoken of, yet no less profound, the Shiva Gita, a sacred dialogue between Lord Shiva and Lord Rāma, spoken in the stillness of the forest, not the clamor of war. The Bhagavad Gita embraces many paths, karma, bhakti, jnana, and yoga, guiding seekers of all kinds. The Shiva Gita, by contrast, leads the soul inward through devotion, bhakti, into the non-dual knowledge, Advaita jnana, that self and Shiva are one. Now, for the first time, this timeless teaching has been lovingly rewritten in devotional English poetry, chapter by chapter, making the lofty truths accessible to all hearts. Every verse seeks to capture the spirit of Shiva, the serenity of Rāma, and the light of liberation. The chapter 1 of the Shiva Gita sets the foundation for liberation through discrimination, renunciation, and devotion to Shiva. Here begins Shiva Gita, chapter 1, sung not with complexity, but with clarity, simplicity, and grace. O sages wise, let me now tell the truth that breaks the birth-bound spell. By Shiva's grace the veil shall fall. This Gita lifts the soul of all. First comes the gift of wisdom clear, to know what's false and what is dear, to turn from fleeting joy and fame, and seek the self beyond all name. With mind controlled and senses stilled, with heart by truth and silence filled, with strength to bear both loss and gain, one breaks the chain of grief and pain. Desire for truth must blaze within, a thirst no pleasure else can win. Such is the sign that one is ripe to hear the truth beyond all type. Not ritual, nor gift, nor fast can break the wheel of birth at last, but knowledge pure and self alone, the truth within that must be known. Still, deeds of good with mind made pure can make the path more bright, more sure. For charity and penance true prepare the soul for Shiva's view. This sacred Gita once was told by Shiva, timeless, wise and bold, to Rāma, Prince of Dharma's line, to free his heart from grief's design. Skanda passed it down with grace to Sanat Kumar, sage of space, from him to Vyasa's open mind, then to the Sutta, wise and kind. Yet hear this truth, and hear it well. This Gita's flame no fool should spell. It must not pass to hearts impure, or those who seek it not for sure. The gods, they say, oppose the light when given to those blind to right. For knowledge pure dissolves desire, and with it goes the gods' own fire. The gods depend on rites and praise, they thrive on men's devoted ways. But when the truth of self is seen, no rights remain, no in-between. Thus, out of fear, they block the soul from rising up to reach the whole. They cloud the mind with grasp and grief, they make the lie appear as chief. So rare it is for one to yearn for Shiva's feet, for truth to burn. But when such thirst arises deep, then karmic chains begin to sleep. Devotion comes from countless lives, from noble acts where love survives, from offering food or digging wells, the path to Shiva slowly swells. From noble deeds comes inner light, from light comes love for Shiva's sight, from love comes truth's own subtle gaze, which clears illusion's winding maze. Then dawns the hunger to be free, to leave behind the mine and me, and find a teacher, wise and still, who speaks the truth and bends the will. By hearing well and thinking clear, the soul dissolves its ancient fear, and knowing I am that at last, the grip of birth and death is past. Then Shiva's grace floods heart and mind, and all the gods are left behind. They cannot stop the soul so pure, it walks with him forevermore. One glimpse of Shiva's endless face dissolves the need for time and place. The soul is freed, the veil is torn, the self revealed is never born. Even the wicked, once turned true, are raised by him and born anew. No sin remains where love is found, for Shiva lifts from every ground. Who is too fallen to be saved? None, if their heart to him is braved. Even hatred, when deep and raw, can melt before his mighty law. He takes what's offered, leaf or tear, from prince or outcast, far or near. A single breath in love's own name can set the soul afire with flame. Forget the pomp, forget the gold. He loves the heart, both young and old. Even a hunter in the wild can win his gaze, if pure and mild. No place or time or caste or name can stop the self from reaching flame. Where thought of Shiva softly dwells, there silence rings and freedom swells. So worship not with fear or pride, but with the self as Lord inside. And all you see and all you do will shine with Shiva tried and true. This is the vow that frees the soul to see that all is Shiva's whole, not just in shrine or sacred tree, but in the self, forever free. Thus ends Chapter 1, the sacred start, where wisdom stirs the seeker's heart, the call to rise beyond all strife and walk the path of Shiva's life. Please like this video, subscribe, or follow this channel and share the timeless wisdom with the world. Om Namah Shivaya.